Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and making some really good trades, and let's dive right into the analysis here. And right now the markets have made a new all-time high, and if you don't believe it, the markets almost achieved 5,000. We actually hit 4,999 and 89 cents on the S&P 500 index. At the moment in the after hours, I do believe that we are just flat on the flat on the day, not really doing much, just chopping sideways. But overall, the markets are doing amazing. We continue to follow the count on the third wave here, which we are actually continuing to extend. Although I would like to see a more impulsive wave in wave 3 here, and continue up higher in a rather quicker fashion. But we'll take it day by day. Again, these gains are very nice. There's nothing to complain about. 4 hour looks like it's coming up as well. And if you erase divergence, then you're just going to keep pushing up in a third wave. So things are looking very well. Very good, and nothing to complain about. We have a -5 and a 12 here on the dual band strength index. Very bullish, increasing green money flow on the daily. Weekly, not showing any signs of a significant top yet. Actually, no signs of a top at all yet on the weekly time frame, and the monthly is also showing more upside. So I know there's a lot of shorts out there, lots of bears calling for a crash every single day. But listen, the markets are going to keep churning higher as long as you guys keep doing that. Shorting, don't get me wrong. I'm going to be shorting once we get to these levels here. I do believe there's going to be some great short opportunities because there could be a very big reversal coming in the market, which could end up wiping up a lot of the gains. I don't know what the catalyst will be. Interest rate cuts, or civil war in the U.S. I know there's lots of people talking about that right now. I'm not too sure why. Probably what's going on in Texas, but again, we'll see. Anything can happen. Daily time frame on wave edge, nothing new here. And on the 4 hour, you don't have any selling here going on either. So again, just pushing higher and higher and higher. Very quickly here, I'll just cover the dollar before we take a look at individual names. Got a lot of requests right now to take a look at many individual names now. I'm guessing more and more people are watching my videos. So I'll cover a bunch of Chinese stocks and some XBI and I think BIOS as well. So we'll take a look at some biotech tonight as well. But let's take a look at the dollar. So the dollar is pulling back here from an overbought condition. Sorry, I wouldn't say overbought, but an extended condition. It hit the 618 retrace, and if we continue to push lower here in the dollar, then that's going to help equities to go higher. You can see that one little down day, or that down day we got the other day, it helped the markets go up significantly. So that's always nice to see. Anyways, let me get on here to the individual names. We'll start off by going through a couple of names that we usually do, and then we'll cover some new ones. So ROKU up 1% today. And again, nice bounce from that pivot that I called the other day. So again, that was your buy area. Now we're bouncing higher. We should continue up into a third wave, a 3 of 3. Let's see. Now let's take a look at StarBucks very quickly. StarBucks, I believe, had another update as well, but has a good amount of selling. So I guess this is the third wave. Could this be the fourth wave down here already? It could be, but I would like to see more upside in StarBucks first. Looking at the 45 minutes here. Let's just take a look. Yeah, I mean, if you push higher and you erase divergence, you're still in the third wave. So that's what I expect would happen for StarBucks. Let's take a look here at Tesla. We'll take a look at Tesla. So Tesla getting a nice little bounce today, bouncing up possibly in a C leg. Again, this would be our short-term target. 201 to 210. If it's able to get above this level and close above, then you could be pushing much higher, which means that maybe the low is already in and you're getting ready for a 5-wave move up. But there's a lot of news going around about Tesla, so it's there's some fear here. So that's probably why we're just treading water at the lows. Let's move on and we'll take a look here very quickly. I think PayPal had earnings and they were down about 5% in the after hours. So that's about, let's take a look here, 5%. That's about like $59 to $58, depending on how much what it's going to open at tomorrow. But it really all depends on the markets. If the markets continue to be supported, then this technically could still just be your wave 2, and you could just continue higher unless you take out the pivot at 56. Then this pattern could be invalidated, and now we might be looking for a more bearish count towards one more low at $46 to $40. Okay. That's basically it. Let's take a look at some Chinese stocks. So again, I'll actually cover the entirety of all Chinese stocks in probably one sum. So right now, lots of these Chinese stocks like Alibaba, I'll get on the larger time frames here. So Alibaba, Baidu, even Tencent, and GoTo, right? They all have pretty similar charts, except for maybe GoTo. GoTo is probably a pretty wild one there, but these three ones that I've just listed, they all have a pretty similar pattern. They're trending down. They're all trending towards the downside, because if you take a look at the Hang Seng Index, right, it is struggling. It is getting pummeled, right? And right now, I do have a long position on the yin, which is the triple leverage bull China ETF. So if this one, I believe this is the wrong one. I think I clicked on the wrong one, which is this one. I've been following it for quite a bit of time. We have seen some significant buying here on the daily time frame. 4 hour, you already got some, but it's in a steep downtrend, right? Taking a look at the HSI, the Hang Seng Index on Market Cipher, it's in deep red money flow on the daily. You are recovering a little bit here, which is nice to see, but it seems to fail. Every rally that we get seems to fail on the Hang Seng. Look at all these weekly green dots that we've received. Even the monthly has not confirmed a firm green dot just yet. So again, it's still dangerous to possibly longing these Chinese stocks, especially with China performing so poorly. But it could also be an opportunity, right? Is it oversold? Yeah. Is there blood in the streets? Yeah. But how much more blood is going to have to be shed before we find a significant low in these stocks, and then we see some significant upside, right? And then you also have the China and Taiwan, carrot dangling over your head that it could drop at any moment, and you never know. So it's really up to you how risk on you are. For me, I'm just longing a couple of names in ETFs, but that's about it. Not going all in or heavy anything on any Chinese sector stocks. All right, let's move on. We'll take a look here at XBI very quickly. Someone asked me to take a look at XBI. So essentially, this was a little bit nicer. It's a little bit a round ETF here. So it'd be the biotech sector essentially. So for this one, I'm actually going to take a look at XBI on WaveEdge, and I'll take a look at it on Market Cipher as well, because XBI looks like it's finished a 3-wave move down here, possibly something like this. Let me just depict it a little bit better. So something like that, and then you just finished your C leg. Now you could be starting a whole new cycle, right? You could be gearing up for a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 wave move higher, right? As it's been consolidating inside this area for quite a bit of time. Once you do get above this pivot at 95, that could be your real move, starting here. So you might not want to miss it. Let's take a look at the daily time frame on Market Cipher. So you have green money flow, which is good. You already got a green dot confirmation here of a potential bottom. So that might be your buy signal already, as this could gear up and get ready to launch even higher very soon. So again, it might be a nice little long opportunity. I might even get into it. Small position size on XBI, and then we'll set some tight stops, and if we get stopped out, we get stopped out. Looking on the daily here, so yeah, you did get a lot of buying, on this drop here, 65, 63, big money was buying. Now they're selling. Is the selling over? It might not be. You can see right now institutions are kind of holding this level as support, maintaining it and not letting it go below. Seems to be 86, so you do have pivots to trade against. You got some green crosses, so potential long opportunity set up. And if you do blow off, then you could, if you do blow up, you could be taking off in the third wave. So that might be your setup here. And if you are finished the ABC, which you might not technically, looking at your first wave, you have 5 waves up. You might need another leg down, which would be an ABC correction, right? And if you're looking for an ABC target, We can get on to 45 and we could take a look to see what we got in terms of a target here. So we'll just do a very quick A, B, and then we'll look for a C leg. Now let's draw our target, and we'll see what we can find here in terms of a B wave target. All right, let me see rectangles. So yeah, you got something like this that could be coming up here in terms of a buy area if you're looking for a long position in the biotech sector. So XBI, that's your long target. Will it hold? We'll have to see. If this drop does happen, then you want to get in at 81 to 70, 77. So 77 between 82 to 77. That's your buy zone, and after that you should take off towards the upside. All right, let's move on. Let's take a look here at Unity Software. Covered that one today too as well. So Unity Software attempting a bit of a breakout here, struggling to get above on the 45-minute. The daily looks like it kind of just got rejected as well. I want to see a daily close above this. A daily close would be your confirmation that the move could be getting ready to start. A 4-hour time frame though, you do have a break above this downsloping RSI, so that may be institutions tipping your hand here that Unity could be getting ready for a run up. Palantir blowing up today. So I don't have a complete count done here for Palantir, but just looking at it very quickly, I guess you could technically make 5 waves here, 4, 5. So it looks like let me see did you erase a divergence? Let me see. Third wave. Up here, yeah, so it does look like you've erased divergence. Yeah, and then you should be extending up in a 5th wave here, so this could possibly be your 5-wave move. But although you have Elliott wave break invalidations at this point, so maybe this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you're looking for a bigger wave move, right? So maybe you'll extend even higher on Palantir. And again, this can get pretty parabolic pretty quickly. You could be headed up even higher on Palantir. So don't be too surprised if it just starts to moon like it's done in the past. But yeah, I won't do any targets just now. I'm just very tired. It's very busy day for me today. All right, let's take a look at oil today. So oil getting a nice little bid here. Again, if oil is following the bullish count, you should continue higher, but you really need to get above the $75 level and maintain it and maintain there. Then you have other levels to get above, like 80 to 82 is going to be strong resistance. And if you're not even able to get above there, then there's no real you shouldn't be really excited for the bullish count. You might be wanting to look for the bearish count for lower levels, which I'll post inside the Discord. All right, I think that's about it. Let me see. I think some people asked me to take a look at some other names. Nope, that's about it. So yeah, looking for a continuation towards the upside in the S&P, which we should get, and then after that, 510 to 540 is the danger area for this buy. All right, have a wonderful night, guys, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.